I tried to be like my mother. My mother would always, like, if I had kids over, forget it. She would embarrass the shit out of me. She'd fucking come out and ask the kid if they wanted steaks. Do they look like they want fucking steaks? I don't want to. And then she'd be like, oh, you're hungry. Can't you just give us potato chips? No, she'd make a fucking T-bone steak for 4 of my fucking friends with Cuban rice bean. And my friend, it was just embarrassing. But I liked it. I liked that she opened her home to my fucking goombas. Anyway, to make a long story short, speaking of Jews, I was talking about the Jewish people that I worked for in fucking Boulder, Colorado. Like, they were just... Stu started out here in Long Island, but the other 3 brothers had an interesting story. Stu helped them out to get the business going. These guys opened the business out of their basement. And the first year, within they had the mother calling, to get confirmations of the credit cards and stuff. And it was the 2 brothers. And the first year working out of the basement, they would go from upstairs to downstairs in their house. Not like they had an office or nothing like that. They made fucking like 7 figures. When I heard that story, that was their mentality. I remember he used to say some crazy shit at the meetings. He's like, and gentlemen, we're working Christmas. Jesus was a Jew. He would say that every fucking year. But let me tell you the other hand of that. On the other hand, if you worked an off day, like, listen, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, they had you. That's a great place to work at. Not only did you make money, but they had your lunch, they had your breakfast, and they had your mid-afternoon snack. So if you were hungry, like at 2 o'clock, you could get up, go to the back, and get like a bagel with white fish or fucking salmon. They would have a whole fucking salmon out, and they would get everything flown in from fucking New York. Listen, in my heart, I'm all in. So when they let me go the first year, they knew I had a drug problem. They didn't insult me. They didn't say bad to me. They said, come back when you get your head together, which is always very nice. They knew what I was going through. I was going through a horrible divorce. I was trying to make fucking ends meet. There was no ends meeting. And the most frustrating thing was I wanted to do comedy. So I understand where you guys are at when you need to work, because I had attorney bills, child support. I was trying to get back on my fucking feet. But at the same time, I didn't want none of that shit. I didn't care that I was broke. I just wanted to do fucking comedy. You ever feel like that? Like, I just don't fucking give a fuck. Why doesn't Alice in Chains call me? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Take me on fucking tour. Like, guys, I was so fucking frustrated. But then I realized what I had. I had like a paid little scholarship to take my time. I had the Boulder Broker, which guaranteed me a spot on Tuesday night. I had a little spot on Wednesday night I would go to at the time. And I had a spot. That's when I was doing that fucking Italian bar where the fucking chubby dude came out, and he was a cook at first. He'd give everybody Italian food, and then he'd come back dressed as fucking an Elvis impersonator. That's what I was going through in my life. So think about it. I'm fucking working at the sports center. I'm doing stand-up at night, and my end fucking set for the week, Thursday night, you know how I fucking went to bed on Thursday night? I just opened up for a 500-pound fat dude that was an Elvis impersonator. You know how embarrassing that was for me? And I had to go back up there and close the show. And let me tell you something. When the show opened, they had like 20 people. But when the show closed, they were down to 4. He walked everybody. The food was good, but once the food was done, are you going to take an ear beating from Elvis? Not me. And I would have to go back out there and say, let's keep it going for whatever his name was, Leonardo. And I would get in my car with that small 50, and I would just want to fucking cry because I wanted to do that every goddamn night. The second year, I ended on good fucking terms with them. Like, I went all the way to February 3rd. He referred an attorney for me to help me with my, to get my daughter, to get decent visitation hours. Guy's name was Barry Seiko out of Boulder. The guy had balls of steel. But there was just so much you could do. I was spending this guy a lot of dough. You know, that year they also made me open up like an account. And what that account did for you was you started putting money in there in August. Like, you put 100 away for me a week. And then once you started making more money, they wanted you to take something out. Now, when was the last time you worked for an employer that wanted you to take something out of your paycheck? Because they actually cared for you. What they did was whatever you put away, by the end of the year, they would match. So during the off season, you had money. You know, remember, after fucking the NFL football, business tapers off by 60%. Your big bulk of the year is what you make on the NFL, football, college. That's right now. We're in the middle of fucking bookmaking fucking mania. You got college basketball, pro basketball, fucking hockey, football. We're going into wild card weekend. College football just ended Monday night. Fucking Alabama let me down. The Crimson Tide, those cocksuckers. I rode you out for 20 years. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Again, they had like a $5 pool. I put it in on Monday. I forgot who the fuck was playing. I'm into this fucking Wire. Me and my wife started watching The Wire from scratch. Listen, there's nothing on TV no more. I can't do it, guys. You fucking morons telling me to watch that show with the 3 little white trash motherfuckers from Newark robbing people. You know that? No, I don't know these people. You ever saw this show on HBO? Oh, these 3 little white trash motherfuckers in Newark, they're robbing, they're doing drugs. They junkie dudes. I might have bumped into them in the 80s.
That was a real show?
It's a real show, but they lost me with the first episode when he smacked the girlfriend. I couldn't watch it anymore. I'm like, that's not. But then I realized it was 1980. Everybody was kicking people in the stomach. It didn't really fucking matter, but it still got disturbed. I'm like, I don't need to watch this. I'm 58 years old. I don't need to a guy beating up a woman. It wasn't my type of show. I already watched fucking The Punisher. I've watched everything, guys. You sit there at night, you watch a couple movies. There's one channel that saves me all the time. It's called This. And it's, no, it's called This. BET too, because BET always got Boomerang on. At least once a week, or they deliver with Harlem Nights. I ain't mad at BET. Power to the people. BET is my world, because every week they either hit you with Hustle and Flow, Hustle and Flow, Boomerang, The Temptations movie. No, that's always on VH1. Joey, get it together. That's on VH1. They got Boomerang and they got Harlem Nights. Fucking tremendous BET. I love it. I love that they have those movies on. I'll watch Harlem Nights at the beginning when Eddie Murphy kills the dude, the toothless motherfucker. That's my favorite shit. Boomerang, I love to watch the Chris Rock scenes. I've seen the movie 50 fucking times. But I love the Chris Rock scene. I like when they're in the gym working out. And the one guy asked the one guy if he got a piece of pussy yet. The funniest guy he's a bad motherfucker, and I always forget what his name is. Brother, it was Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, and the third guy. This guy was a bad Derek, so whatever. He has 3 names. They're on the treadmill, whatever the fuck you call that thing, with a rower, and all of a sudden he cracks the black dude, David Alan Grier. And David Alan Grier starts rowing that fucking thing. He's so hot, and Eddie's like, relax.